All right, let's jump right in. If you're a runner, I'm guessing you spend a ton of time thinking about your legs, right? Your feet, your cadence, your quads. But what if the secret to a more powerful, more efficient stride isn't really in your legs at all? What if you've been focusing on the wrong engine the entire time? So that brings us to the big question. Is running just a leg sport? I mean, it seems obvious, but is that the whole picture? The answer, as it turns out, is a huge no. It's so much more than that. The real engine, the hidden power source for your run, is actually this giant X that connects your upper body to your lower body. It's this incredible cross-body system that once you learn how to tap into it, it's going to fundamentally change the way you move. So let's talk about running's secret X factor. We're about to pull back the curtain on what this is and how it really is the key to unlocking your true running potential. Okay, so here's the core idea. Your body is literally designed to work in this crossbody pattern. Think about it. Your left shoulder is anatomically and functionally connected to your right glute. And, you guessed it, your right shoulder is connected to your left glute. This isn't just some abstract idea. It's the actual blueprint for powerful, coordinated movement. So, how does this whole system actually work? Let's geek out for a second and look at the anatomy. The official name is the Posterior Oblique Sling, or POS for short. Think of this as looking at the blueprints for your body's own built-in energy transfer system. You know, the POS isn't just one muscle. It's a chain of 3 distinct parts, all working together perfectly. First up, you've got the anchor. That's your latissimus dorsi, or your lat, that big V-shaped muscle under your shoulder. Then you have the transmission, the thoracolumbar fascia, which is this diamond-shaped sheet of super strong connective tissue in your lower back. And finally, the engine, your gluteus maximus on the opposite side. It's that simple. Anchor, transmission, engine. To really help you feel this connection, let's use an analogy. Just imagine a giant, powerful rubber band stretching diagonally across your back, starting at your right shoulder and going all the way down to your left glute. And there's another one on the other side too. That's the system we're about to fire up. So how does this rubber band actually make you run faster and with less effort? Well, that brings us to the physics of something called the glute whip mechanism. And trust me, this is where the real magic happens. Okay, it all kicks off with your arm swing, but forget everything you've heard about swinging your hands forward. The real key, the first step, is driving your elbow back. When you drive, say, your right elbow straight back, you stretch and load up the anchor, your right lat muscle. Now that stretch doesn't just stop at your shoulder. That force immediately gets transferred into the transmission, that fascia in your lower back. All of a sudden, that diagonal rubber bend pulls tight, creating this awesome line of tension from your right shoulder blade all the way down toward your left hip. And here it is, the payoff. All that stored up elastic energy preloads the engine, your opposite glute. The second your foot is about to push off the ground, that tension releases and it literally snaps your hip powerfully into extension. That, my friends, is the glute whip. But wait, there's more. It doesn't even stop there. You know Newton's third law, right? For every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. Well, as that powerful glute whip rotates your left hip backward, it creates a reaction that forces your right hip and your right knee to shoot forward, automatically and with way more force. So it really all boils down to this simple, beautiful formula. The harder and sharper you drive your elbow backward, the harder and more powerfully your opposite knee drives forward. You are literally powering your legs with your arms and your back. It's incredible. Okay, so that's the theory. That's the science. But how do you actually feel this thing and turn this engine on in your own body? Let's get practical and walk through a quick 3-step activation sequence. So before you start, you need to know what you're even looking for. Your body's going to give you 3 really clear signals or cues that the sling is online and working. First, you'll actually feel that subtle diagonal tension across your back. Second, your swing leg is going to feel almost weightless because the sling is doing the heavy lifting, not your hip flexors. And third, your lower back will feel super stable and strong, like a silent core. Ready to give it a shot? Here's the startup sequence. Step 1, you want to set the tension. Just think about knitting your ribs down towards your belly button. That tightens up the fascia. Step 2, engage the lat. Keep your shoulders down and relaxed and drive your elbow point straight back, not up towards the sky. And finally, step 3, the crossbody punch. I want you to imagine you're punching your right elbow behind you to make your left leg shoot forward. Now, this is a seriously powerful system. And like any high-performance engine, you need an operator's manual. So let's cover the critical safety checks to make sure you're using this power the right way and staying injury-free. First things first, rotation. There's a right way and a wrong way. Good rotation comes from your upper back and your hips. Your hands should stay pretty much parallel to your body, maybe grazing your waistband. Bad rotation is when you start twisting from your lower back and your hands swing way across your belly button. That creates a ton of dangerous torque on your knees and spine. And here are the 3 biggest risks and their fixes. Nice and simple. Risk number 1 is lumbar rotation, twisting that lower back. The fix? Rotate from your upper back and hips, not your spine. Next up, anterior pelvic tilt or duck butt. This actually deactivates your glutes. The fix is just to tuck your tailbone slightly. And finally, SI joint shear. This happens with a lazy or asymmetrical arm drive. The fix is easy. Make sure your arm swing is symmetrical. Safety is all about symmetry here. So let's bring it all home. When you head out for your next run, if you just keep these 4 final cues in your head, you'll be golden. Keep a tall spine. Keep your shoulders low and relaxed, away from your ears. Drive those elbows back hard. And absolutely no twisting from the lower back. I really want to leave you with this thought. By activating the posterior oblique sling, you stop running with just your leg muscles. You're not just using the wheels anymore. Instead, you're driving the car with the whole chassis. And believe me, that changes everything. The only question left is, are you ready to start your engine?